Good evening, I'm Donna Bush with your CID-TV News Brief and weather forecasts. Today, His Excellency Governor Martin Roper signed a condolence book extending his sympathy to the royal family after the passing of His Royal Highness Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. Condolence books are located here at the Government Administration Building in Georgetown, at the Emily Teacher Redley Powery Library in West Bay, at the Savannah, Bordentown, Northside, and East End post offices, at District Administration offices in Cayman and Little Cayman from today, April the 12th. The books will be available during the business hours of the host organizations. Meanwhile, an online condolence facility is now also available from royal.ky. After the funeral, all condolence books will be shared with the royal family. A 21-gun salute and moment of silence was observed at the governor's house on Saturday. It was to mark the passing of the Duke, who founded the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme.
Always a sad occasion when someone passes. However, we've worked with him. He came here. He's been an inspiration to millions of young people, including myself, through the Duke of Edinburgh Award Scheme, and we definitely wish their family all the best.
The Duke of Edinburgh was an awesome man. He had conversation with you. Yes, he was sharp, but he was right on point, and he knew the value of helping others, not only those privileged young people or those very smart young people, but those who needed support, those who needed a hand to hold as they progressed through life.
We will continue to uphold the legacy of Prince Philip, Honorable Prince Philip, through his community initiative and the excellent work that he has done with young people. For those of you who are between the ages of 14 and 24, please continue this legacy with us and join the Cayman Islands Duke of Edinburgh Awards program.
It all started at midday on Saturday when His Excellency the Governor, accompanied by Deputy Governor the Honorable Franz Manderson, led the nation's tribute with heads bow in respect to Her Majesty the Queen's royal consort, the Duke of Edinburgh, who passed away peacefully last Friday in the United Kingdom. Flags located at government buildings and establishments across the Cayman Islands will fly half-mast until after Prince Philip's funeral, which would take place at St. George's Chapel, Windsor, this Saturday, the 17th of April. It has been announced that the funeral arrangements have been amended in light of the COVID-19 pandemic and will not have the Duke lying in state for public attendance. The 99-year-old Duke of Edinburgh was Queen Elizabeth II's husband for 73 years. Making other headlines today, several new services are now available at the Smith Road Center, where the HSA has opened a modernized and spacious specialist clinic that doubles the capacity to serve patients requiring specialized services. Officially opened with a ribbon-cutting ceremony last Thursday, the clinic has 21 clinical rooms, enhanced exam and treatment rooms, and provides a more efficient layout that supports team-based care. 4 new services, specialty services that is, have also been added, including complementary alternative medicine, chiropractic service, neurology, and neurosurgery. The HSA Behavioral Health Outpatient Services was also part of the ceremony with the unveiling of their new location, which opened in 2020.
We have a very involved patient and family advisory committee, which allowed us to incorporate the patient's perspective in our planning. We are delighted that this expansion of our services to the Smith Road Center allows us to offer our patients these additional medical service options for their growing healthcare needs. With this new location, we aim to improve the overall experience by providing greater parking availability, a more relaxed and private environment, transport through a shuttle service to the main hospital campus, and reduced clinic waiting times. In the coming months, we will continue the move of majority of our outpatient medical services to the Smith Road Center as a part of our major facility development plan.
Now, the shuttle bus service will be available every 15 minutes for transport of patients between the facility and the main hospital campus for patients who require additional services on the main campus. Well, this reminder to the general public: because of ongoing operational works, the Georgetown landfill is not accepting derelict vehicles temporarily for a further 2-week period beginning today, the 12th of April, until Sunday, the 25th of the month. Once the landfill reopens on Monday, the 26th of April, it will only accept vehicles from Monday to Friday between the hours of 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Turning now to today's forecast, which shows the high temperatures 88 degrees with partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of morning showers. The forecast calls for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of morning showers. As just mentioned, winds are from the south to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, 5 to 10 knots tonight. Seas are slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Now, the synopsis shows a high-pressure system over the western Atlantic Ocean, which will continue to support moderate winds and slight to moderate seas over the Cayman Islands area today, with winds becoming light into the evening as a cold front over the Gulf of Mexico is expected to move into the Northwest Caribbean. Remember, you can find the latest on local weather conditions online at weather.gov.ky or download their app on your mobile device, CINWS. And that's it for today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, inviting you to join us here again tomorrow. Until then, have a safe and wonderful night.
I'm Jody Ann Powery. I'm the Police Media Officer with the RCIPS, and I'm here to give you some crime prevention tips on how to best protect your property. The first thing that we want to discuss is our points of entries. Let's start with the front door, and then we'll move on to the windows and the back doors or sliding glass doors. The first thing to consider is the front door. This particular front door has 2 deadbolt locks. One of these deadbolt locks are properly carpentered and the other is not. When your door is properly locked, you'll hear a click at the end and the deadbolts are not able to move. If it is slightly opened, then you can push the deadbolt back without having any restrictions. I'll now proceed to show you what your lock should look like when it is properly locked. When it comes to your windows, you want to make sure that your window is locked all the way down, because even though the lock is on, if it's not all the way down, it can still be pried. The proper way to lock the window is to make sure that the window goes all the way down to the seal and then you pull across the lock. When you have a sliding glass door at home, you want to make sure that you have secondary locking devices in addition to the lock that comes with the door. One of those can be a simple piece of wood that's jamming the doorway. We want to encourage you to ensure that you don't make things easy for burglars who are looking for opportunities to break into property by leaving your property out in plain view. Some of these items are your car keys, your electronics, and your handbags. Make sure that you put these properties away when you're leaving the house or when you're going to bed. When you're going camping or if you're taking your family on a trip, you want to ensure that your property has some sign of life. This can be done by leaving a light on or putting timers on your lights. And we want to ensure that our family homes are safe. In order to do so, we encourage that people take the proper precautions by starting up neighborhood watches or encouraging family members or persons they trust to check on their properties while they're away.
Join Donna Bush weekdays at 6 p.m. for the CIG TV News Update. Get the latest on what's happening in government on a daily basis. News update first at 6 p.m.
Did you know that a trellis structure requires planning permission? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required.